Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. In terms of career, education, and finance, please can you give me 3 cards for Pisces? One for Pisces' recent past, the last month or so. One for the present, today, tomorrow, yesterday. And the month ahead, okay, the near future. Career, education, and finance when it comes to Pisces, please. Right, in the past, there was some sort of new journey, new adventure. It's something that you chose, something that you planned for. I've never had that happen, by the way. Page of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. I've never had these 3 cards come out and in order. The Chariot. You're excited, you know, you're at a fork in the road, you choose to go down that path. You take action, you can't wait, you're optimistic, naively optimistic. This is something new, it's not something you've done before. It may require travelling, it may require taking one big journey, or moving around lots, like frequently, or it could be that you're just taking action to go for what you want and you intend to win. You know, huge determination, huge excitement, ready for victory. The Emperor gets into the Chariot, so it shows how much you want this. 8 of Swords, so for the present, that's in the past, the last month or so. 8 of Swords is mental imprisonment. It's like intrusive thoughts, things that are like plaguing us, you know. You feel like stuck, you feel like there's no way out. There's some sort of problem that's perceived and we feel like under threat, we feel like there's no solution, or, you know, we're just having lots of negative thoughts, getting down about it. But there is a way out. 8 of Swords is like, it's just in the mind, it's perception, it's how we feel and what we think. It's not necessarily the reality, okay? Let's get one for the month ahead. Six of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is fairness, equal give and take. Reciprocity. 6 is an even number. You know, 3 pentacles from one person, 3 pentacles from another. You could find like a sense of the effort, the time, the money and the energy that you're putting into something, you are getting that back, or the workload becomes more balanced, or the payoff is starting to like show. That's positive. That's positive. Okay, so whatever discomfort you're feeling, whatever concerns you've got, worries, whatever's like really, really on your mind, making you feel uptight or like stuck, like there's no solution, it's not the case. That's a state of mind. Okay, it may feel that way, but things will balance out, things will find equilibrium. You'll get the payoff for what you've been pouring into, or someone's going to start to take on the weight and the burden that they should always have if it was like more on you, or something's going to become fair that wasn't. It's positive, guys. Pentacles is effort, it's time, money and energy being poured into something, and it's equality. It's 3 from one person, 3 from another. It's balance. It's upright, okay? If it was reversed, I'd say something's unfair, something's unbalanced, but it's not. If you're nervous because you're just like, am I going to get taken advantage of, you're not going to be, okay? that's a really nice sense of fairness, duality, balance. Pisces, what are Pisces qualities? What are their like true life purpose? What does it involve? If they're looking for a career, what should they pursue? What would they be naturally good at? What are they made for? Bodywork. Your life purpose involves bodywork such as massage, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. Okay, so you could work in a gym, you could be a personal trainer, you could be someone who has a lot of sports science or nutrition knowledge. You know how to help people heal after injuries, accidents, illness. You could be someone that helps people remove, stress that they've manifested in their muscles, in their bones, within their nervous system. Um, Bodies are temples, they're very important, and we often abuse them or neglect them or mistreat them. So, body work's very important. You could be someone that like trains, like an Olympian or trains like athletes, helps them with nutrition, exercise. You could work for a sports team. You could do physio. You could be into holistic therapy like reflexology. What are the other ones? Aromatherapy, massage, reflexology, Reiki. Um, what's the one with the needles? Acupuncture. You don't really hear about that. People were obsessed with that in like the 90s and the noughties. It was all about acupuncture. I tried it once in a dodgy place in Milan. Some like, oh, I think it was a crank. The place was dirty and the chairs were broken, and he put all the needles in me. I didn't feel better. I felt freaked out. I think he was pretending, or like it was just, I don't know, certified over the internet or something. It was a Chinese guy, but it's just how creepy the place was. It was really dirty and the chairs were like broken and there was no one else in there. And I was like, what am I doing here? I was desperate because I had chronic fatigue. Like I was sleep deprived for years living abroad. And I just really needed to sleep. And I was trying anything, absolutely anything. Different teas, like supplements, cognitive behavioral therapy, like anything. It didn't work. Something to do with the body. I love massage. I think it's very important. I think there's so many sensory receptors in our bodies, and we're just used to ignoring them and turning everything off. And, you know, you can literally reset a person, can't you, with body work? Like, yeah, something that you've invested money into, or something they're pursuing or trying to set up, or that you've started working as, something you really planned for and wanted. You've got these like anxieties and worries about right now, but in the month ahead, something's going to be fair, something's going to be equal, balanced, to do with time, money, and energy. I hope that resonates and makes sense, Pisces. It's positive. It's something to do with what you invest will be returned, like there will be fair workload, or like you'll start to see the payoff. It's reciprocity, balance, fairness, a good partnership, something like this. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Personal qualities. You have a lot of perseverance. Now, someone that is feeling lazy or gives up easily would be a terrible motivator in a gym, or when it comes to honing like a skill, like a talent. Like bodybuilding, you've got to be so disciplined, and you can't want instant results. It's like the long-term process over like 6 months, isn't it? 6 months to a year. The bulking and the shredding, like yoga. You got people who are beginner at yoga, people who are sort of like medium, and then you got advanced, like crazy flexible, crazy disciplined. It's like a religion to them, like yoga, like getting to like the height of what you're doing, whether it's training, for a marathon, or like the high jump, some sort of athletics, triathlons, um, the Tour de France, whatever it is, like you could be you could be like trying to be the best at what you do. Like you might be a competitor, do you know what I mean? There may be like thousands and thousands and thousands of people doing what you do, and you're trying to win competitions or be the best, become renowned. Like you could be a boxer or something, I don't know, you've got perseverance though, and fairness. Now, in a lot of sports, you need good sportsmanship, you need good discipline, and you also need to be accepting of rules. Okay, it doesn't work when people can't cope with rules. You've got to understand the game, you've got to understand the competition, the rules. You've got to be focused, highly driven. You mustn't use your knowledge to take advantage of anyone. You mustn't cheat. Thinking about the holistic therapies, someone's undressing in your premises. You got to find a way to do things above board and make them feel secure, make them feel like they want to return, that you're not secret filming them or groping them or being, making comments or looking at them a kind of way. You got to be a very wholesome person, haven't you? Because they're trusting you. They're taking their clothes off. You don't do that for people like money, or like it's a trusted position, it's a highly trusted position, and people have discomfort, insecurities, they have injuries, they have illnesses, they have people have the biggest insecurities, and to go for something like a massage and take all their clothes off and lie down in bed could be something where they just feel really vulnerable, or like to go for physio or something. People have scars, people have like stretch marks, they have pigmentation, they have like alopecia, they have like whatever, you know um They could be incredibly like underweight or overweight, or like everyone's got loads of stuff that they're insecure over. So you're in a position where you need to be wholesome, you need to be fair, you need to be pure, safe, like they're worthy, build their self-esteem, not do anything negative to it. You hear about it all the time in the sports industry, and like anything that requires intense discipline, perseverance, rules, competition. There's big money involved, but there's also like abuse of power, abuse of position, cheating. There's sexual abuse. Like there's loads of bad stuff that goes on where someone's putting their whole life into particular goals or dreams, and they're prepared to do whatever it takes to get there. Putting their bodies through crazy like endurance, crazy stamina, crazy poses or positions, or like stretching out too far. Like they're trusting people that are training them, that are working, doing body work, and there's weirdos everywhere, so you've got to be really careful. You've got to be a good person to work with people's bodies and not hurt them, not take advantage of that position. You've got to be, there's a lot involved in body work as well, because if you're talking to people about nutrition, you don't want to hurt their feelings, you don't want to offend them, but you also don't want to trigger like disorders or like behaviors where people over exercise, or like it's more common, I think, than if you look around. There's people that are going running and they look emaciated, like there's people that over exercise and it's not talked about. But you need to be very careful when you're dealing with people, because it's about attitude, discipline, behaviours, habits. Yeah, people are complex, aren't they? I think it's a job that you probably assume is really easy, and it's not. It's not really easy. Getting people to eat right, getting people not to cheat, getting people like to put the hours in, to follow the program, to not risk their safety, to eat enough, um, to not take shortcuts. Like it's quite a complex world, I think. So, not saying you're definitely going to do body work as a career, or you're definitely in that, but there may be an untapped quality or skill or talent there, or it may be something to pursue in the future. Allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Ooh, there's something in that, isn't there, with that Six of Pentacles? Something will be fair, something will be balanced, something will be reciprocal, you will get payback. There will be good partnership. I am capable of overcoming any obstacle. I am worthy of love and affection. Don't be a workaholic, okay? You can get obsessed by what you do, especially when you've dipped into some new venture, or if you work for yourself, you can think, I just need to work 24/7. It's not the case, okay? Like, make time for love, make time for your hobbies, your passions, your things that you don't have to be productive all of the time. You don't have to be disciplined all the time. Allow yourself to make the rules sometimes. Allow yourself to take shortcuts sometimes. Allow yourself to be, and not just you're not just what you do. I don't know why I feel like I need to say that. Okay. Right, on that note, I think I've pulled all the cards that I'm going to for you. Take care, Pisces. Good luck with whatever it is that you are forging ahead with. Okay, don't let your mind be the master of you. It's sometimes we just are overthinking stuff, or we're worried because it's a leap, or it's going to be fair, it's going to work out. Okay, don't obsess. Right, take care, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.